Hey guys, this is Michael McCarran. I'd like to introduce myself to you and our company, Scripture Candy. Now, we've been in Canada for many years, mainly in the Christian bookstores, but we're excited to share with you today is that now we're expanding into Amazon Canada. So, we are a company that's been around for 22 years. We initially started off here in the United States, and now that we're expanding globally, Canada, UK, Japan, Australia, and so forth, we're very excited to be part of your family, and we're very excited that we can share our mission, which is reaching the world one piece at a time. And this is part of that global expansion that we now have. So what I'd like to do is take a few minutes and kind of show you some of the best tasting stuff that we do and what Scripture Candy really is. People ask me all the time, Michael, what exactly is Scripture Candy? Well, we do. It's exactly that. We take some of the best tasting candies, we wrap it in Bible verses, inspirational messages from the Bible and such, and then we basically give it to you in a way that you can enjoy it yourself, share it with your family, friends at the office, or other people you may not even know. So it's kind of our way to actually have a really nice gospel message that you can kind of share and have an uplifting thought to yourself or share with others. And the one I'm holding here right now, this is actually one of the ones we kind of got started with 22 years ago. It's what we call our soft melt in your mouth peppermint. It's a real favorite. I'm going to show you the bag over here real quick. So here's the bag, the old-fashioned soft mint peppermint. I'm going to go down to the little camera down here, and you can see a little bit easier there. There you go. You can see where it has the different Bible verses on it. And I think this one goes, and he said unto them, follow me, and I will make you fishers of men. And that is Matthew 4:19. And so you pop that out there, and it's a nice little delicious melt in your mouth. So that's what we kind of started the company with. And then once we went from there, the next logical step is we had a bunch of people in the choir saying, well, hey, I like the soft peppermint, but the hard peppermints, it lasts longer. It's like that candy cane taste. It's really good. I like it. It's longer, and I can have it in the back of my throat. And sometimes when you're not feeling well and you want to have something that you can kind of suck on and have a nice little sweetness to it, but kind of keep your breath fresh, this is a really great one too. So that's how we started off with those two. And then, of course, you've got to have a whole candy line to stay successful. So one of the ones that are my absolute favorites are these. Now, it says Tangy Tarts, but you're going to know them as Rockets. And in the United States, they're originally by a company called Smarties. But so when we like to really confuse things here, so it's Smarties in the U.S., it's Rockets in Canada, and it's Tangy Tarts with us. So we are one of the only few companies that they allow us to actually put private labeling on. And this is really neat. I'm going to go down to the camera here and kind of show you. So you can see where basically you have the little tart fruit flavors. They're pastel colors. You can see where it has the Bible verse on there, and this one says, for my yoke is easy and my burden is light. And that's once again Matthew 11:30. Now what's neat about this is that they are sealed, twisted sealed quite nice, and so they keep freshness. I'm going to unseal this one here for you. And then once you open it up, you can see there's all the little rockets in there, all the different flavors. Absolutely delicious. And then what's really wonderful about this is that that one's twisted really, really well. You can see that stays fresh. So there you go. So you can see where basically you almost always have at least 2 full scriptures in there, and sometimes 3. So it's on a film and it gets rolled up and cut. But it's really nice. Let me go back up to the main camera here. What's nice about that is people have told us that they're fantastic to share with others. The tastes are great. They're really good for parades and such. People will use them for carnivals and parades, and they pass out quite nicely, and they stay fresh, and they don't shatter when they hit the ground and stuff. So Tangy Tarts, Rockets, you know them, you love them, they're fantastic. So that's one of our really popular items there. So I'm going to get that one out of the way here, and then I'm going to move over to one of these unique items. This one, I'm going to see if I can get it up close here for a minute. This one's what we call our Fish Mint Pocket Tins. Now they're wintergreen. They come in 4 different flavors. This is the wintergreen, but they are also available in peppermint and cinnamon and a fish tart, which is kind of like a Pez flavor. Right now these are available to you, and you open them up here, and I'm going to bring this down to this little camera here. When you open them up, you get a neat little packet of the sugar-free with sorbitol little mints, and if you look really close to there, you can see like they're shaped like fish. That's why we call them fish mints, because they're shaped like little Christian fish. And then inside the lid, let's see if I can get that there, you have a neat little Bible verse, and then you have the Greek symbols with the Christian fish on there. So they say fish mints, and like I said, they're made with sorbitol, so that's the good stuff. That's not the stuff that's going to give you headaches and such. And they are sugar-free. These are extremely fantastic. People love these. They're a nice, strong wintergreen flavor, not overpowering, but it's like if you want to have a nice, refreshing mint after you eat a meal or something, they're great. Another thing is people come back in and they'll tell us, hey, once the mints are all gone, these are really great for putting on my little aspirins in there, or my little daily pills, or some little kids like a little change their pennies and dollars and stuff in there. It's kind of neat. So that's our fish mints. Check those out. And that's going to lead me to one of our most popular international candies out there. And this one is what we call our strawberries and cream. It has a delicious strawberry flavor with a nice, real rich cream flavor. And they are made with real cream. And we'll come down to the camera here. And once again, you open up the bag and you have them, they're wrapped like this, where they have a little Bible verse on there and a little swirl. This one says, behold, God is my salvation. I will trust and not be afraid. Isaiah 12:2. Now there's a little pause there because I'm trying to read this upside down, and I think I did a pretty good job. But what's nice about these is when you open them up, check this out. You have that beautiful swirl, that strawberry flavor, and that cream, and they're absolutely delicious. So these are for the people that are a little older like me. If you remember years ago, there was a company called Cream Savers, My Craft. They had these. Well, these aren't them, but it's the next best knockoff that's out there. People tell us all the time that the flavors are just absolutely phenomenal. And they are. We like those. And part 2 and 3 to that is our orange and cream. If you remember the like orangesicle flavors, so it has that nice orange flavor in the cream, exact same thing too. You open up, they have the beautiful swirls. And then our third one is what we call the butters and cream. A nice creamy butter toffee flavor. For those of you that are familiar with the Werther's originals, these are extremely similar to those. Once again, the benefit of all these are they taste great, they're great to pass out, they're delicious, they have little inspirational messages on them. And they're not the same message. There's about 140 different messages per package that you could get. And so that's kind of the fun part too, is you don't really ever know what you're gonna get until you pull one out and you read it. So that's kind of nice. So, and then I've got a couple more I'm gonna show you. For the younger kids, we have what we call Faith Pops. This little bag of pops. And the pops, when you pull them out, they're like this. Each one's individually wrapped. And there's several different flavors on there. I think there's 5 different flavors, like orange, green apple, grape, and lime. So sorry, I had to look off the camera for some help on that one. It's been a while. But what's neat about these is, once again, if you have young kids, we'll go to the little camera down here. You can see where they have little Bible verses over here, and then they have a little inspiration right here. Faith is believing God will do what he says. Now what's interesting about these is that they're made on a strip of film like this, and so as it goes through, it's just going to cut. So on one pop you're going to have a message, on the next pop you'll actually have a Bible verse, and it kind of goes through there. And there's about 140 different of those as well too. So you can see where it's individually wrapped. These are great for kids. It's delicious, long-lasting sucker. They're fantastic for parades and stuff. We'll go back up here. They're fantastic for if you have parades, or if you just have a bowl at the office and people want to reach in and grab one. They're really neat. They still have great. We say that for kids because you normally see kids using lollipops, but so they're not only for kids, they're also for adults, and they're fantastic. So once again, Faith Pops, they're great. You should give them a go. And one of our non-sugar-free healthy choices is a thing called Fruit of the Spirit. And what they are, they're 17 little bags of, they're like fruit, they're not so much gummy as they're a fruit chew. They kind of have the gummy texture, but when you put the bag down here and go to the little camera, you can see where it has the different little snacks inside. There's 5 different flavors in there, and it'll have the little Fruits of the Spirit here on the top, so you can have all of them. And then on the back, you'll actually have 3 of the different fruits of the Spirit with a little more of a definition of what they are. Now, not every one's on every bag, so once again, these are made in a string. So you have them all here, and you have 3 on the back. So if you go through the bag, you get several of them. You'll eventually get all of them with the Bible verses on them. So I try to let people know on this one, because we have people give us reviews that sometimes you'll get 4 or 5 in one bag, sometimes you'll get 8, or they're filled by this big machine that just kind of dumps it in, and it measures the weight. So you're not always going to get every single color in each bag. It's going to be different, and you're not always going to get the same amount. But we do make sure that we overfill the bag and give you exactly the money you're paying for as far as ounces and stuff. But what's nice about these is that if you have Sunday schools, or if you have a group of kids that you're having Bible study with or something, they're delicious and fun to share with people. And like I said, they're made with real fruit juice, so it's the healthiest item that we have. And people love these. My kids are a little older now, but since they were even littler growing up in the company, they still snack on these. And so these are absolutely great. Oh, let me open one up to show you, and give you an idea of kind of what you're going to look at here. So I'm going to go there, open that up, and this one here is like the wild berry, and then you have the orange, and then you have the strawberry. I think it's only missing one other one, but they're really delicious, and you can see they have a nice little texture to them. They hold it pretty well in the heat, and they're absolutely phenomenal. So that's our fruit of the Spirit, and if you're looking for something that's fun to give to your kids or share with others, that's great. So, and that's going to let me wrap it up with our last. So these are all the things that you can find out here, and we have a lot more. So I'm just kind of giving you a high-level overview. We have things for all different seasons, and I'm going to show you one of the things that we have a lot of that are called pop sets. And what we do is, I'm going to hold this one up. This one here is called our New Life Butterfly Pop Set, and the idea is it's a hard, really thick, hard candy lollipop with a little gummy. And the idea is that you start off as a caterpillar, and then from the caterpillar you change, and as you grow you become a butterfly. And this is what's really neat. So I'm going to open this up. I'm going to go down to the camera here and open it up for you. So it starts off that way. You can get a better view of it. So it comes in a packet, and then you have glued down there, you have the lollipop with a little gummy on there. Look how thick that is. Look at all the detail on there too. That's absolutely phenomenal. And that's a really delicious cherry flavor. And then you also have this little card with it glued on there is the little New Life in Jesus bookmark. And then they have the front and back. So that's a really beautiful keeper and a cute reminder of the values of praying. And then to add even more value, you open up the card, and there's this absolutely wonderful coloring page. And then basically you have the butterfly story, and then the ABCs of salvation. So we have this variety for every season, as far as we have one that's for Christmas. Actually, we have 2 for Christmas. We have 2 for Easter. We have Valentine's and Halloween. So if you like these kind of things, having little teaching tools that are fun and delicious, please check us out. So we'll go back up here. So with that, I'd like to say thanks for taking the time to see what we have. Please check us out on Amazon. You're going to be seeing more and more. We've had a lot of great results of people wanting this, so now we're expanding even more with more items. And if you are the kind of person that has parties or has large events or even parades, and you need larger quantities, that's not a problem. We ship to Canada all the time, but you'll need to check us out on scripturecandy.com for the larger quantities. But the rest of the stuff, just go right to Amazon, check it out, order it like you normally do, bring it in, and let us know what you think. So with that, I just want to say thank you for being part of our family. Thank you for sharing our mission, which is reaching the world one piece at a time. And please enjoy the candy and let us know what you think. God bless and have a great day.